countries, including Germany, which is sort of why I'm thinking it would be very interesting if they could have, you know, a player in the arena in Dennis. That could be certainly fun. But either way, I think mousesports is just an exciting team to watch all around. So I'm sure there'll be lots of cheers for them. Smoke comes in, and actually, Automatic ends up getting a bullet in the face. Stewie trying to fall back. They've done a lot of damage, and the grenade will follow up on Robs and Stewie to take down Christie, trying to cheat his way through the smoke. Detective Stewie is on the case. That's a very powerful kill. 4 versus 3 now. The bomb has not been planted yet. In fact, Oscar's picked it up. They're in trouble here, mousesports.
Yeah, it's been planted at A. I love it. Stewie's just like, you tried to use the skills against the master? No. It doesn't work that way. Young Stu does not get caught by smokes.
Well, Oscar still has a lot of work to do. It's a great fake. There's the kill. Picks up the USB shroud on the other side. Oscar going to be going down. I kind of appreciate that Oscar went aggressive, and I guess he couldn't have known if there was someone else there, but he must have known that if he doesn't buy time, they're done. You know, his teammates can't rotate in time. So imagine a world where he hides in the pit or something and just tries to wait for a long time, and now Cloud9 have to fight 3-on-3 while they're running to the bomb side, and I don't know.
Possibly some nerves. Possibly,
yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of pressure riding on him. It's not every time that mousesports has actually managed to make it through the groups here at Cologne. You know, so you can be sure that mousesports, the team owner, you know, they're all sitting there just like, please. All of the fans that are here. I saw mousesports flags outside in front of the venue. This is home turf for mousesports, just like for SK. Their offices are here in Cologne.
Well, so far, they've invested very little into this round, and you cannot blame them. They know they're going to be having AKs in the next round, and they look at Cloud9 by here. Just a lot of SMGs. It'd be great for mousesports. Someone could put down a Molotov. We could have another one of those hilarious sacrifice moments. Everyone runs into the fire. The onlookers chant, "The night is dark and full of terror."
Somebody get the 1G.
Chris J has already gone down here. Stewie with at least 1 UMP kill, setting up for a flashbang, but he's got automatic there on the other angle.
There's a couple of them who are kind of skimming it close, though, Anders. So this, you know, you want to say that this is going to be that bonus round, but this is a little bit scary. A couple players are pretty broke on Cloud9's side. Like, but at the same time, you have that op, you have that high-value rifle in the shape of the AWP in Skadoodle's hands. And, yeah, I like it. Go for the boost. See if you can catch him. The players have grown very wise. When you watch teams on Inferno now, you know, they do not often get caught by the boost. A lot of them are always pre-aiming this angle, just making sure. But there's no smoke down. And so there's no, like, usually when you see the smoke down, that's when you're thinking, right, they could boost, got to pre-aim that spot. No smoke this time for Skadoodle, so he set a little bit of a trap here, just hoping for mousesports to step into it.
It's really important that they can have him over here. Right now, Stewie's still sort of lingering around with the UMP, but if they can have all the SMGs on A, that would be so good, especially considering mousesports are setting up for that archway smoke play that we've seen quite a bit. We'll see how fast they can be. I think speed is really key if you're going to make this execute work. If you wait too long, then the CTs are going to read it very well. Grenades already in. That's one hell of a counter Molotov coming out from Cloud9. That stops the whole thing.
Stewie's rotating already as well. Wow, Automatic just gets clubbed to death. Rops with the instant headshot with the AK, but Stewie's already rotated over to Arch. They may not expect him to be here this quickly. Shroud, point blank, sprays down 1, 2, still alive. He gets a 3rd as well, and that's a lot of damage. It's all on Skadoodle now, though. Rotating over from B with the AWP, and he spotted the barrel, and he's going to turn this into a 1v1 immediately. He has so much time to play with now.
Rob's very aggressive in that 1v2. Now, Oscar is in a great position, though. It's one of the hardest positions to check if you're good in the retake, and it's not even going to matter. Oscar just stands up, gets the kill.
Jeez, that bonus 600, man, it just means that they can stretch it so far. And so, well, Shroud, he'll have the full buy pretty much, except he skimps on the kit. But Stewie, at least, he buys the UMP just so he can get the kit. I like to see that. Still, mousesports, very measured approach here. Slow and steady in through second mid. A little bit of pressure here in Palace. That's going to be Dennis taking point. But in the meantime, Cloud9 are playing for banana control again, taking some peeks here.
They sort of have to take a couple of risks, I think, in a round like this. They don't have enough grenades to buy all the time you'd want to buy, and they don't have the weapons to set up great crossfires where they can really lock it down. So, yeah, I would wait until the timing was right, or at least you felt it was right. Then go for some flash peeks on the CT side. Try and see if you can't pick someone off.
I'll go to anti-flash there. going to make mousesports hesitate for just a second, but there's a minute still on this clock. The one thing here is that autimatic has started rotating back to B, but with that smoke going down at Arch, a little bit of indecision here on Cloud9. They aren't quite sure what's coming at him. Great smokes covering off quite a few of these angles, but autimatic going to charge in right behind him, and sure enough, it's Skadoodle! No! Skadoodle with the M4! Double spray right in the back, and this is a catastrophe for mousesports.
Sublime timing coming out of the American sniper. This time with the M4 instead. 5 versus 3 here. Rops is very nearly dead too. Big comeback early on here for Cloud9, just as they're about to lose their economic advantage and be back to pistols. They pulled this move. And 19 seconds as well. Lowell goes down. That's Skadoodle again. Now with the 3rd kill of the round for himself, and the rest just have to back off. There's nothing they can do here. Wow.
Skadoodle has got, what is it, a Guardian Angel? Something that's like giving him the go-ahead these past couple of weeks, because at the major qualifier, he had multiple 1vx situations, clutch situations go his way. Can breathe a bit of a sigh of relief.
On the other hand, mousesports are under considerable pressure here. 2 AKs and AWP. Tech9 the Glock on Dennis. Did he drop the AWP for his teammate? I'm guessing he did, because he's got $0, so...
Team player, Dennis.
Yeah.
Gonna take the hit and let Oskar go to work.
I mean, they don't get any win bonus, right? So he wouldn't have any money anyway. But that's just unfortunate that he couldn't at least get like a P250 or something.
Just look at the nades though that mousesports have to work with here. 2 flashes on Chris J. That is it. They don't have a smoke for CT. There's no smoke for coffins. They don't have anything to make their lives easier here. Whereas Cloud9, nades galore. They still have 3 incendiaries, 4 incendiaries over here. 4 C9. Fresh smoke goes down here from Stewie at the minute mark. And mousesports, they're just going to wait for those flashes to get in position, and it's going to be just go, run, and don't stop whatever you do.
This can definitely work, though, especially if that Tech9 comes close. Chris already making his way through, but the boost is in effect, and they couldn't really stop it. Stewie with 2 big headshots coming in. And now Oskar. If ever there was a time to work some magic, it would be now. Stewie goes down, but the bomb is actually dropped in that cross, so they have to go and fight it eventually. Smoke. Gonna block it off for a minute. And they go and retrieve it. Oskar, he picks up the bomb and he makes his way back as well. That's quite impressive, and he's gonna take up the position. That's definitely smart play. A lot of this is gonna come down to Oskar.
Absolutely. He's already delivered 1 big kill though. And there's the flash to try and set things off. It's not gonna be effective, and they just go and rush him down. Man advantage now for Cloud9. Oskar, we saw some flashy play from here earlier with S-Tag. Now it's gonna be up to him, and it's not gonna happen.
Oh, the pistol, the headshot as well, takes all 3 at the end.
Dia, like that's got to be 100% there for Cloud9. I can't believe that Oscar's able to make that work with the P250 at the end, no less. Remarkable stuff here from Oskar, star player from mousesports. 3-2, though. Cloud9, they still have the money to go for the buy, and I like to see Cloud9 really trying to abuse the SMG game and just keep going for SMGs, so you have the nade count.
That's an absolutely stolen round for mousesports. As soon as Stewie gets the double kill and the bomb is dropped in cross, you think that's it. Like, sure he has the AWP, but so many things have to go bad for Cloud9 to lose that situation. And they did.
Yeah, sure enough, they showed. Anything is possible. I love that flash. That is perfect, right on the corner. So a little bit of pressure here at top mid from mousesports. Just make sure, exactly, doing what Adam was talking about earlier, what Freiburg was talking about. Get some pressure at top mid, and then start getting banana control. And then Cloud9 are going to be the ones guessing where are these guys and where are they going to hit. Because look at Cloud9 right now. They're all the way back at the far back in the A site, 1 in pit, 1 on the site itself. They have no idea what's going on. They have a man at library, so at least they can kind of look Arch. But no banana control, nothing to work with here. It's just going to be mousesports just rushing straight onto a site.
With Molotovs as well. autimatic with a good kill. He's actually escaped into the smoke. Stewie picking up a kill. autimatic coming back out again. He's in again, just darting in and out of the smoke, getting kills left and right. And leaving Dennis and Oskar in a terrible position here. At least he finally goes down. Dennis landing a kill and following it up with a shot on Skadoodle. Somehow it's back into a 2-1-2. This first half is madness. It's now Oskar with a kill to take down Shroud. Nothing gets Dennis. And it's a 1v1. FAMAS versus AWP, but nothing has that one Molotov. And that's already a pretty big tool.
Yeah, he's hoping to force him out from new boxes. He's just going to have to commit, and sure enough, Oskar, clever.
What, like a 4 versus 2, I guess at that moment? 4 versus 2, yeah. And then they still come back and turn it around mousesports. That's fairly ridiculous. Well, now pistols here for Cloud9. mousesports definitely off to a good start there.
So sick.
Instant explosion of automatic. Stewie trying to play the angle close with a pistol, and Chris J with a bit of a leap to take the kill.
You see teams throw those double HEs every now and again, right? I'm so happy to actually get to see it work for once. That's what makes holding B site so difficult. Once the terrorists have actually got the nade angles dialed in, it's so hard. It almost just turns into a gamble. Which angle am I hold this time, and which other one are they going to throw the nades at? And well, this time it lined up for mousesports. Nice and easy kill there at the top of Banana, but that's not going to be the point that they will get the bomb planted at. It's going to be on A site here for mousesports, and an impossible situation now for Cloud9.
So just to follow up on the point that you were talking about and what Adam was talking about with getting the top mid control and then getting Banana control and then figuring out what's going on, I'm all on board with that from the terrorist point of view. The thing that I don't understand is, on the older version of Inferno, you sort of knew that that's what the Ts were trying to do. So generally speaking, around, I don't know, under 50 seconds, you want to start on the CT side to get a bit of an idea what's going on. So even if you just flash or like shoulder peek your way into top mid on the CT side just to see what's happening, or flash your way into Banana, or anything like that, any of those peeks, if you don't see anybody, then you can probably start to rotate someone else towards B if it's top mid we're talking about. It's still frustrating.
Think about Palace, A-apps. I mean, you hardly ever see a CT player up in A-apps anymore, and that used to be a fairly common way to at least put one stumbling block in the way of the terrorists when they're trying to get map control towards A. Well, that's not even a part of the equation anymore.
Yeah, and that you really can't do because all the walls are paper thin, right? But you could still peek into top mid. You still definitely do that, and they don't. So I can't really explain that.
Oh, quick execute here onto the A site, though, for mousesports. The flash is already raining in. Nicely timed Incendiary, going to buy just a little bit of time here, but Lowell just leaps down into the pit to die to nothing. Shroud is there with the crossfire, picks up Rops, and this is getting a bit toasty, literally. Man's going to have to back off, but they're taking so much damage on mousesports.
And let's say mousesports have been watching enough demos that they feel like, well, Cloud9 could have done that, and actually, they are going 3 TTs in B this time. So imagine if in this round, mousesports were rushing out apartments. It would have been perfect, right? So it's a bit of a guessing game, but it's not just sort of blind guessing. It's partly informed by, you know, demos, having a good in-game leader, having a good, I suppose, intuition.
And well, sure enough, here it is working. They've decided that that's a bit too much action at top of B. We're going to go ahead and try and push onto A very quickly here. Nothing, able to pick up one, but that's not going to be good enough. Man advantage here for mousesports now with the bomb about to be planted on the A site.
Don't retake.
And yeah, there's just no reason for Cloud9 to get anywhere near this bomb site at this point. It didn't work. The Gambit, you know, you had 3 at top Banana. And from Cloud9's perspective, they're probably thinking, well, mousesports just got slapped on A. They might try and just go for a quick execute on B. We'll have 3 guys ready and waiting for him there. But mousesports one step ahead. Chris J, he's too quick, Anders. He's too sharp.
Yeah, he's only got 4 kills, but that's, you open up a one side like that, that's all you need, right? And there's no chance, like, if you're on Cloud9, then what the call you're going to make is, I'm dead in pit. And, like, what are your teammates going to do on the other side? Like, well, I mean, sort of needed to know something, you know, 10 seconds earlier, but there was no information.
Yeah, you're right. Cloud9 are playing a little bit too scared here.
After 50 seconds, like, when it's about 50 or lower on the clock, just flash your way in and check top mid. I just want them to see what's even... They don't have to check in middle, just top mid is fine. Figure out that much and we've got something going on. 3 minutes again, top Banana flashed in. Stewie goes for the spray, could have easily been a double kill, but this time it wasn't. Skadoodle gonna miss the opportunity as well. More grenades coming out, wall bang almost working out, but automatic dies and Robs with the grenade kill on Skadoodle. How, I mean...
What in the Sam hell is going on?
If you put 3 people in B and you can't win that top Banana fight, you're gonna be feeling absolutely miserable. There's no other way to put it.
The nades on point for mousesports, but Stewie, uncharacteristic. What a shot from Oskar. Split second, and he's quick enough to pull the trigger. Shut down nothing. But at the top, I mean, Stewie, no possibility it looked like for him to get supported by his teammates there. It looks like there was a Molotov cutting him off. But for him not to get that double kill, I'm a bit surprised. That's the sort of situation you'd expect Stewie to just murder them. They were all full flashed.
Yeah, but I bet if we get the replay, what we'll see is he peaked so far that he actually started firing on the second target, and then he realized, oh, there's a guy right next to me that's flashed too, and then he swapped targets right before the first died, and then it just,
Sometimes this happens. Sometimes, you know, you think, oh, I've got the kill, and then you start transferring, and then perfect demonstration. If they have the nades to hunt you with them, I mean, it's so hard to get out of there intact. And so, well, one thing that isn't intact is Cloud9's economy. They're in tatters right now, and they're going for some aggression. I mean, sure enough, why not? Shroud double kill with the UMP. Okay then. Cloud9 need to start stepping up and looking for fights. They've got the talent. They've got the skill.
It's also in spite of the fact that Cloud9 actually won the pistol.
Here we go. Ska with the peek into mid with the AWP.
Yeah, but he can't stay there for very long because then he has to worry about second mid and he's got nobody covering him. So bit of a timed situation. But this is all fine. I'm fine with Skadoodle falling back. That's not a problem. There's plenty of time on the clock right now. mousesports have managed to force them back, so grenade into pit as well. They're actually going to keep going, looking for the kill. Lowell almost going to be able to get it on Shroud, but he stays alive. Stewie is alone over at the B-bomb site and probably in quite a bit of trouble. They're trying to see if they can get through the smoke. He's right there and waiting for him, but that trade works out great for Robs. Turning around for the grenade. He actually makes it into the corner, and I don't think Automatic realizes Robs will get the headshot. He didn't see him go back, and nothing will take down Dennis, but still, that's a bomb plant. That's another 3-on-3 here. Cloud9, they got to win this one.
Yeah, you got to get the kill quick here. You don't have the kit picked up either.
Oh, they're gonna run for it.
Back it.
I would have thought they would have at least tried to make it a 2v3 just to see, but they're a bit paranoid about the economy.
This lack of information that Cloud9 have got is really coming back to haunt them. That was such a sick fake from mousesports.
Yes.
All the nades, the pressure on A, they push the defense all the way back on A, and so guys on A, they don't know what the hell's going on. Rotation comes in from B. Cloud9 are thinking this is an A push. It's straightforward. They're coming to A. Sure enough, 3 players just go straight out onto B at the same time. It was great timing there from mousesports. Very clean stuff.
And the problem is, from Stewie's point of view, there's almost no way that he can... They throw one smoke to Arch, they throw one flashbang towards quad, and that's it. Yeah. They have mid, you know.
They're getting into Palace every single time. Sure enough, second mid right here. When are we going to see that HE? Like, I would love to see the HE, you know, where you just run into Palace and chuck it, or into apartments, right, and chuck it into second mid. Bank it off the wall into second mid. At least that. Just a little bit of pressure. Just something to make mousesports stop just running up here wholesale and setting up, doing whatever they want.
Automatic is set up close to mid, but they're going to flash their way through. What a great setup from him, right in the middle of the smoke. Triple kill with the UMP, picks up the AK and nearly gets the quad. Oskar down to under 40 health, and now they're rotating their way back to the B-bomb side, but Stewie is there and waiting, and he should be able to buy time. Oh, he's going to peek with a grenade in hand. Don't ever do that again, Stewie.
He's flipping out right now. Look at that. Oh, it's through the smoke, Oskar. Unbelievable. Finds the shot in the end. 1 versus 3 now versus a fully equipped Cloud9. Full HP as well. It's a bit of a tall order here for Oskar, and he's been watched as well. Shroud's got him boxed in.
It's very true. I don't think I would grill him like that. We'll leave that particular style of grilling to Duncan himself.
Rare. Bloody.
Yes. Rops. Currently, I think second on the scoreboard for mousesports. Oskar slightly outdoing him at the moment. It's not like anyone is completely missing from this game, and Cloud9 can still win it, but 8-5 is definitely going to put a smile on any mousesports fans' lips here. Flashes are in, including the one from middle, and Shroud never stood a chance, but somehow nothing stays alive in the corner. That could be huge. Automatic coming in with the kill. And nothing also got one. Trying to throw out the grenade. Just doing a bit more damage and buying time. Chris will get the kill on Skadoodle. And Oskar took down nothing in the middle of the smoke. That leaves Stewie with a huge clutch on his hands.
Nigh on impossible clutch. There are so many angles he has to worry about. He just has to find all that quick. And sure enough, he will.
Maybe didn't quite think the afterplant situation through because they already had such a good round on their hands. So big save. Nicely done from Stewie. Gonna make it 6-8, moving into the 15th round here. We'll see if Cloud9 can pick up one more round. If they can get the 7th round here, I mean, it's pretty much anybody's game. I think mousesports will face very similar problems as the one. In fact, I think all teams face the same problem on this map. How do you control top banana after the first 40 seconds, and how do you control top mid at all? No, I've not seen any team found a really good solution for this. And it used to be at a par for the course playing CT side on Inferno. So
yeah, it used to be, you know, consistent 9-6, 10-5, 11-4 for CT side. Even 10-5, you were feeling pretty comfortable.
mousesports double peek to cover both the angles there. They are holding fairly far back. Nothing. We'll be able to see if anyone's going to cross the corner here, but they could still easily be in a situation where they all get squished into the bomb site. And And now mousesports are going to start to make their way back.
Yep, and this is working like clockwork. Look, all of Cloud9 are pushed all the way back towards the edge of A site. Nobody is close to rotating over. Nothing is just now sneaking up to Arch. But even then, this is just going to be the full execute onto B site. You better count your lucky stars here, because you're going to need them. Sky, he needs to hit the shot, and sure enough, finds it on Rops.
There's also that Molotov that Stewie put up. He actually saved it to under 30 seconds. That's very impressive. Hiding in the corner. Takes down Chris J, who had the bomb. Now there's 10 seconds for that plant, and they have to get rid of, well, Skadula. Nothing to. Comes in with a spray. Oskar, no chance at all. Flashed, and to get the second half of the way. We do see the betway odds are, yeah, slightly favoring mousesports, actually.
Well, I'll be darned.
Now, there were two smokes on the Cloud9 team. One of them was straight put into top mid, so no one was going to get peeked by a USP. That's always not a good way to get started if you just instantly lose a player there. There is a sneak in from Dennis. Wow, this is bold, but they're actually waiting for him. Skadoodle spots it out. That's so important. Forces Dennis back, and now they're in trouble on the A side, except for the fact that Robs is a maniac. Going for the instant headshot. He's going to get run over. Taken down Stewie with a refrag as well, dropping Lowell. And at least 4 versus 3. The bomb is going down as well. Counter flash coming out towards Archway just to try and see if he can force them back. Kind of a tough retake with no kit being picked up.
Yeah, all of this utility is used perfectly here for Cloud9. Now they're in anti-plant position, or after plant positions, preferably, and they do have the crossfire set up as well, so they can help each other out. Automatic, Stewie 2K, deliver 2 headshots in the blink of an eye.
That in itself becomes a whole sort of a logistical issue.
Yeah, you're a sad panda at that point. If you're trying to, you know, it's like, how do you defuse if you're panda with claws too, man? It's nightmare.
Look at this. This is very cool. This is actually some slightly old school Inferno stuff where you buy smokes in the follow-up round.
Yeah, but look at this. I like it. Mousesports, an actual CT defense setup in Palace, in apartments. What is this? Dennis point blank with the CZ as well.
No one trying any kind of fancy wall banks here. Dennis going a bit too aggressive, and that will give up part of it. It was good while it lasted. That doesn't make much sense to me either, because at least the theory behind buying smokes in this round is that Cloud9, when they see the first smoke come out, they think, well, just wait it out. And then if you can get it down just right, at about 30-some seconds, you put down another smoke, and now they don't know. Do you have a third or not? Especially towards the B side of the map. You know, if they wait, then they're in a lot of trouble. And if they don't, well, then they run through the smoke and die, potentially. Lowell boosted up, and he gets a kill. Robs almost takes down nothing. That could have been ugly, but the bomb side in control of Cloud9, and automatic goes down to Oskar anyway.
Wow.
Bit too much fighting Cloud9 here. They already got one plant here, so...
Yeah, they're trying to cut off their rotation. They're getting a little greedy hunting for the frags, but bomb is planted, and now things can start to calm down. And Stewie. Stewie will wait patiently, and sure enough, he finds one.
I mean, what?
You see that? They all got caught, like just maybe having a little powwow.
Just getting stuck in CT spawn.
Well, stack on A. And then we'll see. I mean, they're just hoping right now. Oscar's got the P250, the rest of them the USPs. And Lowell, I like this. Up on balcony with the Galil, this is good. He gets that line on balcony and on short, so you can really get a big impact out of this rifle.
Potentially, yes. Cloud9 are not doing anything they shouldn't be doing as far as I can tell right now, including grenading some of the most likely corners where you could have someone hiding with, you know, P250 or something like that. It just isn't worth not using the grenades like this. You might as well use the utility you have. Absolutely. Cloud9 with a chance to make it 10-8 in their favor.
Oh boy. Anders, this is looking like they're going to go A?
Yeah, but I think they'll be fine. I can't see Lowell with the Galil. Like, it's just not powerful enough. He doesn't have any head armor either, so even the SMGs are going to be doing a lot of damage. He's got the range for it here, and that's a really great headshot. Taken down automatic. He's going to fall next, and there's Shroud with that SMG and the lack of head armor. Economy is going to spiral into a very bad place, and Cloud9 will have a big chance to take a really huge lead, so a lot rides on this one round. There is a rush. Yeah, and there was a potential triple stack towards, you know, top banana again. They were anticipating a rush from Cloud9, in fact. Yeah, they were very quick to call that off, however. Oskar has already rotated back to Arch. This is going to be an extended hit here from Cloud9. Dennis picks up one, and it's Oskar helping him out. They fall right into it. The flash completely ineffective, and that shreds Cloud9 when they try and push into that crossfire. It isn't pretty. Stewie, devilishly handsome, yes, and he gets headshots too. I mean, Stewie, that is kind of going according to plan.
We need to see the rest of them start to wake up, though. Nothing in Shroud, though, really. I'm liking this. Nothing Shroud automatic, all around the same level. There isn't really a weak spot on Cloud9. It just happens to be Stewie just doing a lot of the work. But then, you know, part of the contract.
Setting up for what looks like a pretty quick execute towards Archway. Flashes go through again, and mousesports are entirely out of a position to deal with this kind of a thing. They sadly slow it down, Cloud9. If they kept pushing, that would have been big. They couldn't really know that, but they actually would have caught a really good timing on the CT side. Robs, fairly aggressive with the Max 7, looking to get that kill. On the other side, Stewie going to be able to live through it, but now they're hunting for him. Oskar gets a kill on automatic. Can they find Robs? They know he's up here somewhere. Getting close is dangerous, but Stewie will manage it. Shroud goes down to Dennis. He was flashed just at the wrong time, and Oskar gets one more frag, taking down nothing. Stewie and Skadoodle left. Need to find a way out of this one, and Skadoodle just gonna go for the bomb plant, actually. Looked like maybe he could have tried for that shot, but instead wants the money for his team. Now he's obviously trapped in the corner, and he somehow misses that kill. Don't ask me how.
What?
Oskar took the shot. Was that through something?
Through his teammate, maybe?
Did he shoot through the wall?
Maybe we can get a replay of that.
Front right. All right. Well, that happened. What can you say about that?
Putting the op to good use. A lot of nades going into Banana, as per the usual. And pressure in second mid here from Cloud9. But again, I think Rop's having a big impact last round as well with that Swag 7. These aggressive holds in apartments are kind of throwing Cloud9 off because he stayed alive forever. And that stopped one of the pincers from moving in there for Cloud9.
Look at this again now. Top mid control for mousesports. I hope everyone at home is noticing this is a really big switch up from how Cloud9 were defending on this side. They are going to fall back, and they might actually be caught completely in the open. Oh, the Molotov has got to buy time. If that wasn't there and the execute was coming in, it's essentially a waterfall play coming out of the apartments here, so they would have been in a lot of trouble. Now, they're in great positions for it. Although, they did have a grenade in hand there. Dennis with a bit of a mistiming. He still picks up a kill, goes for the spray and continuing.
I will encourage you not actually learning the material.
I think she realized it was lost cost anyway. There's no improving this beyond this point. 11, 10, 22nd round here. And an absolute steal from Cloud9. I can almost guarantee that if Dennis... And it's not his fault, you know, he thought, I'll just grenade into... Oh, they're all coming out. And then the fact that Robson Pitt got flashed at this very same time, it was just, yeah, disaster upon disaster over that side of the map. But that can very well lose mousesports a chance to make it into the Lanxess arena. That one round has a huge implication of what's coming next. Now we have 3 UMPs, 2 M4s, almost no grenades at all, and that's all of their bank used on this. So if they don't win this with Chris pushing through, it might just happen anyway. Stewie and Skadoodle going down. How does that happen? Now, I don't know what Counter-Strike is being played here, but it's certainly out of the ordinary.
Chaotic. How do Cloud9 always get into chaotic matches like this? There's just nonsensical things happen. They're just going to try and rush him down. In fact, Chris, he does make it back to new boxes, and so this trap is set. He's got the UMP. Perfect flash thrown in from CT. It looks like nothing may have spotted him. Doesn't matter. Oskar will find the shot on Shroud. That was in mid, and he's got the bomb. Cloud9, they haven't a chance in hell in this round. Chris, insult to injury.
Situation instead of 11-11, with now an AWP back in the hands of Oskar. Somewhere, Moses is having an aneurysm.
Yeah, actually, I hope that somebody's recording his
now
reaction.
Pushing down towards the middle, and Dennis will be getting a quick trade and takes down Stewie, dropping the bomb as well. And now the push coming in from Banana as well, automatic there to get the instant refrag. What is happening? No one can hold the lead for more than just 2 seconds while we try and cast this game. Robs and Oskar are left 2 versus 3.
What's going on? Automatic is all the way back in T-spawn now. He's roasting on his own nade. Get out. 31 HP left. Well, that, yeah, talk about chaos. They're in one of the circles right now. Automatic is everywhere and nowhere.
Maybe we have been visited by Kek after all. Is the god of chaos, as you know.
Praise.
1 versus 3, and Oskar is covering an empty bomb site with an AWP. He does make it look intense though, because he's looking all over the place. Really, he's ready for it. But now he's realizing I'm just going to save this off instead. So, well, in spite of a bad start, Automatic just pops out of the sewer like a rat and just takes 3 kills. Why not?
Rats rule, man. Rats rule.
Yeah, the big rat that makes all the rules.
21.
Yeah, on Oskar and Stewie both.
Yeah, Stewie, though, it's been a few rounds now for Stewie. So he was at what? He's been at 20, 21 for a while now. few rounds. Instead, it's his teammates who are kind of catching up, continuing to close that gap. And Skadoodle has also picked up a couple of kills here in this second half. But it just feels like you know, Cloud9, they can't do it easy. You know, it has to be dirty, it has to be chaotic.
24th round, and again, AWP still on oskar. They managed to save the previous round. All AKs on the Cloud9 side. If they win it here, again, this is an economic question now for both teams. None of them can really afford a loss. Cloud9 have slightly more money, but not really that much, so this is a lot on the line here. And great grenades coming in, but good counter flash coming out there to try and help out Chris, and that's a kill, taking down Skadoodle, and now they're going to pull up the Molotovs here. Smart play, trying to fall back, and they'll be successful. Wow.
I'm impressed.
But Dennis went down on the other side of the map to nothing, so...
It was all for naught. Shroud is just waiting for that guy to take a peek. Rops is thinking about it. He's definitely thinking about it, but it's not going to happen anytime soon, it looks like.
Look at the rotation from mousesports. I mean, this is very dangerous. They rotate 3 people through CT spawn in the middle of the round, but they did it to get oskar in here so they can have 3 on A. I love this choice on mousesports. I think this is a really good idea.
Yeah, well, he can be the one to make the difference. All of the smokes are coming in now. 2 smokes, and they can plant in that smoke.
Yeah, but they're not even doing that. They just want to try and see if they can get Stewie to sneak in. He hasn't spotted the top of his face. He doesn't know now. He sees it, but the scope should give it away. Stewie's still making the jump. He must have heard that. That's a really big risk. He might have thought that he was playing on the coils or the coffins instead. But that's potentially a lethal mistake. 27 seconds left now to push towards A, where all 3 members of mousesports are holding automatic. He gets 1 kill, still a 2-on-3, running and spraying, nothing, turning around for the headshot on low. I have no idea how. And now can they get the bomb down? 14 seconds. He's planting, he's being covered. No, he's not actually planting yet. Automatic going for the deep plant instead in a 2-on-2.
Now does oskar actually manage to pull this off right through the edge? Thought there was a chance there for oskar to take the peek, but he's too worried about the man in pit until Rops can deal with this. Nothing remains a thorn in their side, and there is a crossfire established. Can they turn this into a series of duels here, mousesports, and press forward? And sure enough, there we go. Rops gets the drop on nothing, and automatic not able to find the kill. Surprising lack of ability there from automatic to get the job done. He's got nowhere to stand on the bomb side. As soon as his teammate goes down in pit, then it's just all hell from there on out. In the major. I mean, you can't blame the guy for being just beside himself.
Here it comes, 25th round. Everything is on the line. Both teams currently 4 rounds away from making it in or going home. There's quite a lot on the line. Grenade raining in. A great grenade onto mousesports. That's a lot of damage being dished out. They haven't even seen anyone yet. They are trying to get the counter grenades in. Flashes coming through. Stewie turning around for it. He actually read the play just perfectly, and somehow Lowell through the smoke takes down Skadoodle as well. So 2-for-1 trade. Lowell with the double kill in the FAMAS. Cloud9, how do they bring this round back?
Oh, buddy, they got to go for some NA play here. The only problem is that Stewie's dead. Automatic. Maybe he can make it work. Right on the edge of the smoke. This is on timing. Not sure if Lowell saw the gun barrel. Yep, he just barely spots him on the edge of the smoke, and it's falling apart here for Cloud9, Anders.
But the bomb is actually back towards T spawn, so even if they get the kill here, they can't just execute on it immediately. Shroud has gone and picked it up, so nothing. Who's been playing very well in the group stage of this tournament, needs to really step it up. Somehow oskar gets the leg shot on him, I think maybe even through the wall. That's so outrageous. Now sneaking through, and we've got 35 seconds here. Still 2 on the A bomb site, so if they can win this first fight, maybe there's something to fight for still. Oh, nothing. Could have put out the Molotov. I wished he would have saved it.
At the same time, he's not able to take the fight, it looks like, and that smoke was about to clear. Needed to buy a little bit of time perhaps for his teammate to get that plant safely. But now they need to get into... It's so tough because it isn't the perfect after plant situation. You want to have, one behind new boxes and 1 in dark. That's the one Molotov that mousesports actually had to clear out an angle. So now it's all on Shroud. He's got a Galil, he's got to hit some headshots, and nothing as well from Banana. Will they deliver?
Oh, the pre-fire actually takes the kill. Shroud gets 1. I'm starting to develop a feeling that a lot of the rounds that Cloud9 lose on this second half are because they lose the fight in Banana. So I would consider soon waiting. Like, don't take it right away. Just give it a wait, make sure they've used all their grenades and everything, and then go for it.
Well, this time it's quite the pressure over here towards the A side on Cloud9's part. And this time, mousesports have gone for the stack on B. And so we've got a different scenario here. Dennis point blank sees that 75, gets the headshot, but it's not good enough. Nothing survives with 4 HP. Disgusting. And well, man advantage now for Cloud9, and they don't need to rush. Take all the time in the world and see exactly. Look for a reaction. You have all the time.
Yeah, this is absolutely the right play. And actually nothing, if we could take a look at him, he's about to set up that grenade I was talking about earlier. The flashbang in towards quad. Very powerful if anyone is holding there. It bounces into the skybox and then back down in the lane, and you really won't have any time to react, so... Love to see it, Oskar.
Want to be losing a bomb plant situation here just because you went for a rifle and couldn't afford a kit. Nade combo to top banana already. And well, we'll see actually. Cloud9, they're looking like they want to challenge this pretty quick. The flash is into top, and Chris, he's going to be under heat.
They haven't won many of these fights at banana, and once again, Chris is going to come out on top, taking down Stewie. And the counter grenades are so good. Chris should still be dying here. The Molotov's right on top of him, so this time they're a bit better. The other times, Chris has actually managed to fall back, but there's a secondary plan here for mousesports, which is the fact that there's still 2 people on this bomb site. And are they going to be aware? Shot rings out with the AWP. Lowell going to go for a really wide peek, and now they should realize that's the last player on the B bomb side, but can they challenge Oskar?
It doesn't look like they want to. They slow it down, in fact. I mean, they still have Shroud, who's lurking over outside of A apartments in second mid. So it's not all 3 of them ready. I bet you if all 3 are there, they just go charging onto that site and look to overwhelm them. But 55 seconds left on the clock means that Cloud9 still have quite a bit of time to work with, and they still have so much utility. There's a single HE grenade on mousesports to stop a push with. Cloud9, they still have 3 smokes. They are very well equipped, and it looks like Shroud is finally going to start peeling off towards that B site, towards banana. 35 seconds left. But they have the smokes necessary for the CT. They can put one down on Coffin as well so that Oskar can't get this shot off when they decide to make the push happen. Just be thorough here, Cloud9. Don't skip any steps.
Yeah, they're not right now. Oskar about to be in a lot of trouble. He's got a tough choice to make here, because he can either try and sneak in the first kill, buy time for his teammates to come in, or he can just say, let's go for the full 3-on-3 retake. Looks like he's challenging the smoke. He's right at the edge. That's so dangerous. They were already pre-firing it. There's only 4 seconds. If he gets the kill, shoots through, tags, nothing, and oh no!
Yeah, the FAMAS on Lowell. I mean, at least they have 3 guys with nades and kits. I like that. Well, 2 kits. But all Cloud9 need to do really right now, they need to think, right, okay, this is going to be a low buy. They aren't going to have everything. We just need to put pressure here and force the utility out. Throw a few of our nades in there, take some shots, but force mousesports to use that utility, and then their lives are going to be so much easier.
We've got the crossfire at top mid between Oskar and Dennis, who actually has just fallen back. So I still like the fact that mousesports are trying to control this part of the map. But Cloud9 have so much time to work with right now. They don't really care about it. They are just doing more or less what you're saying and waiting until some of the utility has been used by mousesports.
I love this. Look, the aggression at top banana from mousesports at the minute mark. They press Lowell out there. They get the smoke down as well. And so Cloud9, they invested some utility to get control of top banana. Now they're back to square one again. And whereas mousesports, they actually have some info to go off of, like you said, Anders.
Yeah, I mean, in some ways, mousesports are playing the CT side much more like I would prefer it. But I guess that's not the best advertising right now because they are losing the game. So
well, you lose a 4v2, you know, and things like that, you're going to be, you know, you could be playing it correctly, but if you lose key rounds, it's going to come back to bite you.
They also lost the pistol. They've won 4 rounds in the second half. mousesports. They need to win another 3 here to push it into overtime. They've got the stack over L. They've got 2 people over at B. Chris is going to be the first point of contact, and on the cross or CT spawn, Lowell is there, but they've got no more grenades. None of them do, so they can't buy any time. All they can get is headshots, and if they can't get them, it's maybe going to be over here. Lowell with a bit of a spray. They line up right in front of him, and he gets a big double kill. Automatic with the reply. Bomb is going to be going down, but Shroud has been taken care of in the meantime. He was over on the A side trying to get out of the apartments while that was happening. Stewie and Automatic now, 2 versus 4 to try and crush the dreams of mousesports.
Yeah, Stewie and Automatic. If anybody, if you want 2 guys to clutch up for Cloud9, it's these 2 guys here. But mousesports, they're not going to be subtle about this. They're going in as a unit. 4 players about to crash through from CT, just looking to overwhelm. And there's the crossfire. In effect, Stewie with 1 kill. Automatic as well. 1v2, and it's definitely possible here for Automatic if he doesn't flash himself too often. Loses the duel though, and Oskar, he's got the kit. They've got the time. The defuse is going to go through, and mousesports survive another round. Way too close.
And they almost cruise right into overtime, because then they'll have all the rifles and everything, and Cloud9 most certainly won't. So we'll see. Still wonder if the American side are going to continue to fight for this banana control so early on. I'm not sure what the urgency is to go this fast, but they are going to go for it. They still have Lowell pushed up with Chris covering him from behind.
They're out of HEs though. Cloud9. They won't be able to actually try and do any damage here to Lowell. No AWP either, so they can't put a shot through that wall. Somewhat limited on the options. There's the flash. Lowell goes for the peek. Sure enough, he'll find the kill, and he manages to dart back to safety. Not a single point of damage taken. And now Cloud9, well, you know, it's quickly evaporating from under you.
Wait, on the old version of Inferno, there's a very common thing that would happen because the CTs could smoke bottom banana. The Ts would do a boost tower with an AWP to look over that smoke. Why not just do the same here? I mean, even if there's no smoke, just wait until someone from mousesports peeks. They do it every round, more or less. Automatic trying to be a bit of a nuisance and lurking into that B bomb side. He almost got the angle on the fountain, but he has to fall back instead. And now the real issue, for me at least, is the time. Some 35 seconds, and they have the bomb in middle.
I mean, at least the mousesports are very limited in their information, but they still have 2 players with anti-flashes. So when the push does come through, mousesports, they have some tools here to make life more difficult for Cloud9. But it's looking like it's going to be a straight rush up short. 2 players. Automatic still waiting outside of Arch. There we go. The first shot comes in from Rops on balcony. Shroud not able to refrag. 2 defenders here in the pit area for mousesports. This is perfect, although Automatic gets in the perfect spot. They needed to get that kill on Dennis, but he stays alive.
Professional level has to be playing in the Lanxess arena. That's one of the things that everyone wants to accomplish at one point or another. And the obstacle right here, well, you see it in front of you, trying to close out this Inferno game with Cloud9, just one big entry. Get close with the Tech9. This time, at least, they're not fighting as heavily for banana control, and mousesports are being very relaxed on that side of the map, too.
It does look like they're just going to bite the bullet. Delayed take of top banana. No early kill, though, for mousesports and banana, at least this time around. So Cloud9 have a little bit more room to maneuver with. Chris J and Lowell looking to duel it up. Oh, are they going to go for the boost at new boxes?
Yeah.
Probably we saw this earlier from Heroic.
Probably just boost Lowell up there and let him stick around.
That's so insanely frustrating. This is going to be so difficult. The push begins, and Lowell assassinates one, sprays down another, and Chris is still alive here to help out.
Got not that many counter grenades still, but Lowell is doing his work with the FAMAS. Actually, a team kill coming in, and Chris with a headshot to close it out. I mean,
you'll notice we're gonna start to see the fancy guns come out here because both teams start with $16,000. So Chris J pulling a bit of a flamey. He's gone straight for the Scar. Look at that! He's gone straight for the Scar 20.
Oh, this is an interesting boost though. Over the smoke, and he gets a flick. Oskar, I don't know how he sees it. I mean, with the X-ray, it looks perfectly reasonable. Without the X-ray, I can guarantee you that's not easy. Oskar, the top fragger for mousesports, do we? Could tell he wanted to move through that smoke. Almost ready for it. That's the top fragger for Cloud9 down in the first round of overtime. And that auto sniper, I mean, Cloud9 have been pushing that banana position almost all the time. I think it makes sense to go for the wall bang. Does quite an alarming amount of damage when you shoot through that wall.
Absolutely. There we go.
Well, could they go for a sort of a quad take here? And I'm saying that because nothing is standing in that position. We saw the flashbang earlier, but from the railing here, you can actually throw pretty good smokes towards Arch anyway from the same position. So it's just going to be the flashbang, it seems. He could put in a smoke towards Arch first, but no one is going to be there to be flashed on the other side, which is a bit of a shame. Otherwise, that could be the opening that they need. Certainly, they're going to get into quad. Sort of turn into it a bit early there, Stewie. 25 seconds left, and now they're walking into a 3-man stack on the A side.
This is mousesports' favorite sort of situation, man. We saw how effective it was in the past. In the big round, the 14th, the 29th, whatever. This is now going to be the push moment here. They are out of time. 10 seconds left on the clock, and Oskar picking up frags left and right. Rops just shredding them from the pit.
16-15. Mousesports win the first round of overtime here. Cloud9 can still buy.
And again, Cloud9 looking to put the pressure on top banana. This time, however, well, that was Oskar over at Arch, but Lowell and Chris. Chris is actually backed off. There's the flash. Perfect timing. Stewie's ready this time, though. Oh, the wall bank shot on automatic. You thinking this is going to be easy? No, Stewie even barely gets out of there intact. 18 HP left on him.
You must feel so defeated at that moment, because for once, Cloud9 actually win the banana fight, and then the Scar 20 wall bang to take you down. Oskar, if he sees that no one is here, he could try and do it again. Hasn't spotted anyone out. He's still scoped. They're throwing grenades, but they're landing behind him. Oskar getting the kill with the AWP. Misses the shot, but so does Stewie. Very odd engagement that's going up here. He's trying to buy time with the Molotov. Oskar doing even more work now for the double. And Shroud and Stewie are in a lot of trouble. Grenade could have almost taken down Stewie. Everybody is flashed on either side of this ridiculous fight that's happening inside of the smoke. Oskar comes out with a kill and takes the last one for the quad as well.
It's just straight that, I mean, there isn't much to analyze there. It's just, well, they kind of just ran at each other, and Oskar proved to be this immovable object that you just weren't getting rid of at top banana. It's really bugging me now that they're so intent on taking this banana control, because I feel like Cloud9 just aren't winning this fight. And there are other options, you know. Just try and fall towards Arch instead and just go and attack the A-bomb side. Have one guy flashing over the wall or something like that. Maybe, or do it later or something. At least Skadoodle's gonna win the first fight there, and maybe that's enough to force them back, leaving just Lowell here. Finally something working out for Cloud9. Yeah.
After banging their heads against the wall for just a long time.
Oh, they're desperate at this point, Cloud9. If mousesports pick up 3 rounds, that'll put them on match point. You need to pick up 1 here in the first half, Cloud9. And they are working their way closer together onto the site. Little do they know, however, Lowell gonna get the shot of his life. Easy peasy. Picks up 1 kill. Headshot on Ska, and Stewie not able to trade because he doesn't know that Lowell is alone on the site. He'll eventually find the headshot, and that's probably enough of a signal for his teammates to start rotating back. But then mousesports, they strike. Top mid, Rops at the peak, putting the pressure on.
Oh, that could have been an absolute disaster there. Nothing could have gone down with the bomb as well. Shroud lingering around in Boiler, and he gets the kill. That fight from Stewie is so great against Lowell because he heard Lowell went running back. So he knew exactly where he was. That was quite well played from Stewie. Bomb down, last round of the first half of overtime here. They have to go for the retake, 2 versus 3. Are they going to try and go for the boost? It seems like it. That's already a good start, but at some point they're going to have to make the cross, and should be perfect here. Stewie gets a kill. Be down to exactly that.
Yep, chaos.
17-16, second half, first round of overtime coming in here. 2 rounds for mousesports, 3 for Cloud9. Or maybe we'll go on another overtime adventure.
Why not, Anders? You know, I do enjoy watching Cloud9 play. Just because I know that Moses is suffering so much the whole time.
That does add just the right kind of flavor to this game, doesn't it?
Spicy.
Spicy. Oh, Dennis with a decision to make. Falling back would mean taking more fire damage. Moving forward means moving into the grenade. Now he's taking even more damage. He's down to 17 health. That's an uncomfortable beginning to a round. Nothing playing at the edge of the smoke. He's taking a lot of damage here. Unnecessarily, perhaps. The Robs will get him killed, and still, look at the health on Robs and Dennis. This can be won, definitely. Skadoodle and Stewie look like they're setting up a bit of a mind game over on this B side.
He's going to get those anti-flashes out. There's the follow-up. Not going to be nearly as effective, but he's still going to be able to pick up the first kill. Stewie collects the shot on Dennis, and well, this defense is just impregnable. Oskar finally gets the headshot, and he's going to go ahead, point blank, no scope onto Stewie. He's got the time to pick up the bomb as well. 1v2, and it's Lekro. You know, it's just, he just sees the future. It's on Oskar again here. 1v2 clutch, can he make it do it? Can he make it happen?
Oh, we're about to find out. They have a smoke, and that's a really big counter to that AWP. But he has a Tech 9 as well, so maybe he could just shoot through it anyway. Oskar moving in, mid-air shot taken down automatic, and now it's another shot ringing out, almost getting Shroud, who's straight on the defuse. The smoke is there. He actually legs him through. Oskar with the kill and the Tech 9. He clutches the round.
From Oskar as well. All he does is just a little grin, but even just like the hint of a grin. Like, oh, yeah, I know I'm good. I know I'm good. It's all right. You don't have to shut my ear off. Maximum violence right here.
Yeah, he certainly is. There was a lot of talk in the beginning. It was picked up on his team that he was emotionally maybe not sort of stable enough. It seemed like he was, you know, a bit hard to play with. But right now he seems to be fitting very well into this team, and chemistry working out from mousesports to the degree that they're 1 round away from winning. 2 rounds for Cloud9 here to force double overtime. See if they can do it. Skadoodle going to be falling back, and he's got to back up there as well. And Stewie, who's not boosted and really can't be boosted at this point in time. Mousesports, is it just going to be a raw B execute? Skadoodle he can probably fall back, but this is actually going to be hard for Cloud9 to hold, I think.
Yeah, I think so too, because all 5 players from mousesports are coming this way. Not just the 4, nobody lurking in mid. This is going to be brute force, straight blunt trauma onto B site, and Skadoodle is now alone. Stewie is rotated all the way back into CT. Looks like he's getting second thoughts about it, though. He's starting to come back over towards construction. But still, Ska is the first line of defense. 35 seconds left. In mousesports, it's time to go. Nowhere to run, Ska, and he's full blind as well.
They're not going to respect the smoke. They just charge right through it. Some great counter flashes coming out now. Stewie has got them all lined up in front. He's got the M4, all 30 bullets. First goes down, second almost happening. They jump through. Stewie with a quick triple kill, taking...
Oh, man.
Well, last round of overtime coming in. mousesports, they have everything they need to make this work, and I think that B execute was just a fine idea. But, Stewie had different ones.
Young Stu the Beast. Ska getting naded into oblivion here, perhaps. It's going to get hot, and they come right around the corner, but he backs off just in the nick of time.
Stuck on that corner.
Getting caught all over the place here. The tension building. Man, what is this? It's just a nade battle right now, bombardment, but the smoke will finally cancel out the Molotov. Rob's taking points. Skadoodle going to hit the shot. Not going to miss a chance like that. However, he might be getting a little bit greedy here with his nades. They're closing in, and he will get traded by Chris.
Did he just jump over the AWP shot? Dennis getting a headshot on Stewie. It's evaporating for Cloud9. They must win this round, otherwise it's bye-bye. 3 versus 4, flashing his way through automatic, trying to hunt down Oskar. That's a big kill.
One of the standout premier tournaments of the year. Everybody wants to play on that stage.
Yes.
And it's all or nothing now, but, well, first to 22, Anders. So it begins. So it begins.
It's so exciting. It's exciting as a player. It's exciting as a caster as well. You know that, what, 14,000 people or something are watching this game right now, and they're going to be there tomorrow as well. I trust you guys are going to be loud and ready for that one, because it's such a feeling. See what mousesports can do. First team to get 22 rounds now. That's the magic number that we need. Nothing trying for a rare peek into the apartments. That's not something we see very often. It can go bad in many ways, as can the sneak through the smoke there. Chris J's had a pretty hard game. I think he's 16 kills overall. But given that we're now past regulation, that's just a bit low. It's not horrible. But, you'd love to see just a couple of good rounds out of him. Maybe that would make the difference.
Yeah, I think it would. I think it would, but the responsibility calling the shots as well might be weighing pretty heavy on his shoulders.
Oh, definitely.
All of this pressure, and if you make a single mistake, when you make mistakes against Ska,
this is the nip play, well, more or less. One guy lurking by Boiler or Arch, and the rest pushing in. Dennis immediately down, robs this out as well, so that whole part of the plan has disappeared. Cloud9 with a fantastic start here to the second overtime. Oskar, he was very good, and he's been clutching some huge rounds, but with just 17 seconds in a 1 versus 4. Can be done, but only about 1 in a million. And automatic making sure this wasn't one of them. It's good news for Cloud9 winning the first round on the CT side, definitely.
Well, yeah, because I think they needed a bit of breath of fresh air there. They're keeping the streak alive, keeping their hopes alive.
Throwing a classic matchmaking grenade that doesn't hit the window.
Oh, this is a little bit different here from mousesports, though. Quite a few players up in apartments. We don't get to see this too often. Molotov is going to get chucked out on the short by nothing. He's going to get spotted, but that sets it up for Shroud from Pit to pick up a kill. That was very bold by Robs. He kept pushing. Now the flash is in and nothing to pick up a kill. This is some smart and routine play. Not going for the peek again, just waiting for it. He knew there was another player there, but that's everything that nothing should have done. Oh, automatic will be there before Dennis. Dennis has a smoke, though, so he could potentially block him off if he's there quick enough. He's got the smoke pulled. The pin is out. Automatic is going to go right through. There we go. Surprise. Oskar. Sadly, you lost your mate, but he did get the smoke to cover CT. You have a few more seconds left on that. And so right now, you are in a 1v1 versus automatic. Can he hit the shot into dark? Is he going to check it? He's got to check it. Yep.
They can rebuy the AWPs. There's no reason why he wouldn't go for this fight, even though it's unlikely he's going to win it. Saving the ult doesn't really do anything for them. There's the first kill. 1 down, 3 to go.
This guy's so good. It's so much fun to watch Oskar play. The shoulder peek to bait out the shot from Ska. Now the 1v3 with the op, trying to get behind the pillar. He's kind of caught on it, though. Misses the shot. There was the chance.
Yeah.
Cloud9 have picked up 2 rounds in the first half. It's the same story. It's just flipped. Now mousesports are the ones who are desperate to at least pick up 1 round in the second half. Keep those hopes alive.
It's the Stewie and Automatic duo that's making most of the work here
Same as
on Cloud9. Yeah, and that's what you want to see. I mean, I feel like that's what it was meant to be for this particular team. And the rest of the team is really not that far behind. So, yeah, this is a good version of Cloud9. 2 more rounds. They'll extinguish the hope of mousesports, but begin the journey into the playoffs.
A North American dominated playoffs.
It's shocking. It's absolutely shocking, isn't it?
It would be, right? Liquid are already in. They topped the group.
Yep.
Had something to prove this weekend.
Optic winning their game. It's very interesting.
Oh, it's remarkable. It is remarkable. Just a flip. But one thing to consider, Cloud9 have qualified for the major. So keep that in mind. They will be in Krakow in a couple of weeks.
Now, 3 people going to be rushing out of the apartments. They've tried this before, mousesports, and it didn't work the last time. This time, Shroud at least shutting 1 down. That Molotov is just doing so much damage. They're trying to make their way through. Shroud still doing more work and lining up for a double kill there. Dennis and Chris. Oskar once again in a 1vx. He's going to take the first kill. He's got 33 seconds. This time it's a bit more doable. They're pretty close, so planting the bomb is going to be real tricky. I like the smoke. He's faking it up, but did Skadoodle hear the scope? He might have realized. 20 seconds, Skadoodle waiting on the angle, and he gets the kill. The CSAT 75. Cloud9 1 round away from knocking mousesports out. Got the double AWP set up in effect for mousesports, and Oskar right at the edge, setting himself up for a flash. Oh, if he had gone into middle, he would have been dead immediately. He turns around. Now he realizes he's in trouble. Gonna make the bunny jump play around the corner, gets a shot, but finally they hunt him down.
He is young, but he plays like a veteran already. It's nuts.
Well, yeah, especially considering that he's not been in many games that have had this kind of magnitude, you know? So you need to play in quite a few of them before you start to build up that kind of experience.
Yes, sure enough, sure enough. He's on a crash course, though. I mean,
yes.
The level on mousesports has certainly increased since Nico's departure. You got to give it to him. The likes of Oskar, Rops, hell, even Dennis. They're stepping up.
Yeah, it's an interesting glance into team chemistry. You know, like one superstar departs, and then someone else is allowed to maybe do a little bit more, and it turns out they have a depth to them that we didn't know about. So
they have more to show.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Robson Dennis with a powerful setup, especially because, as far as I can tell, there's not going to be anyone from Cloud9 that can throw flashes from middle. So chances are Robs is not going to be flashed at all here. We'll see how it plays out.
This is annoying for Cloud9, but it's happening early enough that Incendiary going down to block off apartments. It's happening early enough where they can wait for it to burn out without feeling too much pressure.
It is about to happen. Dennis going aggressive. Robs has got to go big in this one, but they're jumping out against him. He takes 2 big frags, and Dennis with a double as well. Stewie trying to get in there, but the grenades just weren't there for Cloud9 to actually get out of those apartments. It almost could have worked out.
It's just like the man who's jumping, nobody's there to kill the guy on balcony, actually. Like, why? Like, I mean, if you're running out, that's the thing. Nothing is looking straight towards short. So there's nobody even a trade on that kill. I don't know. It was weird. It's just... That was so close. The Molotov flames covering him there, Stewie.
Just to point out, the flashbang that they did throw Cloud9 is the one that goes into the chimney. That only works for people holding the pit. If they're from pit looking balcony, then that flash is great. If not, doesn't really matter that much. Lol going a bit aggressive here. mousesports remembering they did quite well on the banana control, but that was in regulation. Double OT, they lose Lowell. They're fighting to make this triple OT right now, mousesports. They just need 1 more round. So losing that first player can't feel too good. It's a nice grenades though, and look at the damage.
Yeah, tremendous amount of damage dealt. But Cloud9 still have the man advantage. So you would think that they have everything that they need here to close things out. What's melting my mind right now is that it's Stewie who has the AWP and not Ska. Ska with an AK. Okay then. Making good use of the time, but we're starting to get to that point now where Cloud9 are going to have to make a decision. And it does look like they're going to wind up on that B site. Shroud,
and
he'll be the one setting the trap over here on A.
mousesports have already made a decision. They've stacked 2-2, and I'm not a fan of this. I generally don't like this because that means whatever bomb site is going to get hit, you're playing 2 versus 5 in that side. I'd much rather have 3A and 1B, and then have the 1B player with the AWP. We'll see if it's going to work out.
Hey Chris, they have no idea.
Flashbang, Oskar missing the shot. He has to go nuclear on this bomb site. Chris gets one, Oskar with the next. And Chris on the cross as well. We've got 6 seconds on the timer.